One of the common questions that people have is, does rust proofing on vehicles work? Now, we picked up this car just recently, and as you can see, it's a pretty sweet little deal. And in spite of its age, and even though it has been driven in Canada, in Ontario, where salt is used on the roads extensively in the winter to melt the ice, this car has almost no rust on it. And as a result, it's still a viable, drivable, sweet little car. Even here in the wheel wells, as you can see, there is like virtually no rust. Now, what is it that saved this car's life? Quite simply, it's the fact that this thing has been rust-proofed extensively over the years throughout its life. Now, one of the things that really kills a car is the rust that gets into the seams, and it just eats away at the bottoms of the doors. But this car, as you can see, has been extensively rust-proofed. All that black that you're seeing right here, all this, that's oil that has been sprayed inside these doors. And it's gotten all inside, and it creeps along in the seams, and it preserves the car. Underneath, the floors, this is an area, and the rocker panels, these things generally rot out. Sometimes after only about 4 or 5 or 6 years. Sometimes there's almost nothing left. In these quarter panels and the rocker panels and the floors and inside these wheel wells, and especially up here, this is where you'll find a lot of rust, but not on this car. This is the only real major spot of rust, and that's not even major, that's a little spot of rust. And this is a car that's from 1990. It's all solid, all metal. This thing has not been painted. This is original paint on this vehicle. How bad was the rad?
Decently bad.
Decently bad? So describe the rad.
It's older than me.
So here under the hood, you may take a look in here. Now this is not pretty, right? And to the average person, you might think, well, that's a grungy old car, but this is what has saved this car's life. This, all this black stuff, it's all rust-proofing oil, and it's designed to stick, and you can see that originally, if you look closely, there's a gold color to it, and kind of a yellow color, and that's what it looks like when it's clean and new, but over time, of course, dirt and grime sticks to it, so it turns to kind of almost a muddy texture. But look how much there is on this car. It's just been oiled and oiled and oiled and oiled. Somebody loved this car at some point enough to just keep on rust-proofing it year over year. They probably put rust-proofing on every single year just before winter, before driving it. And this car was driven in the winter in the slush and the snow through the years, all the way back to its original birth back in 1990. So if you're wondering if rust proofing works on a car, this is proof positive that it really does. And if you oil them regularly, oil them every year before you take them out on the road in the winter, you can actually drive them year round and still have a car that will survive. You can keep the thing who knows for how long if you really, really take care of it and rust proof it over the years.